Good morning, boys and girls. It's Sunday, the 28th of October 2018. Just gone 10 past 11 in the morning. Did you remember to put your clocks back? Someone didn't, did they? Brendan Brady fan. Bit late this morning, dear. Or bit early. He thought it was 20 past or 10 past 12. No, dear. 10 past 11 we are now. Greenwich Mean Time. Oh, yes, those Europeans are trying to stop us doing this, you know. Oh, yes, another spanner in the works. Can't do this, can't do that. Not for much longer then, sunshine, darling. Soon Teresa will be making all the rules. Aren't you excited for that? And the budget tomorrow? There's a budget tomorrow. How much more is life going to cost us? That is the question to ask yourselves this morning. Yes. Is it cold enough for you? Oh! You don't know what it's like. Just a few days ago, I was basking by the swimming pool at the Excalibur Hotel in Las Vegas at around 75 to 80 degrees, something like that. 25 centigrade, something like that. And we come back here, and it wasn't too bad when we got back. This morning, 6 degrees. 6 degrees. I mean, I don't mind the 3 degrees, but 6 degrees is far too much. When will I see you again? When will we share precious moments? And to add to insult to injury, Barry Manilow has been playing in Vegas 2 days after I left. It's almost like I've become annoying to him. You know, perhaps he's fed up seeing me sit there and sing along to those wonderful old songs that he sings. And he arranged to come to Vegas at the Westgate Centre just a couple of days after I was supposed to visit. Do you think that's a possibility? Has he got fed up with little old me? I hope you're not going to get fed up with little old me this morning. Who's early this morning? Let's have a look. We'll start YouTube, as I say. Brendan Brady fan, a very good morning to you. Welcome back, sir. Over on Facebook Live, Mark Jones. Good morning, Mark. All right, dear. First message of the day from Mark Jones this morning. Alan Russell's there. Alan's moved. He's moved to Colchester? I can't remember where you are now. Or is it Braintree? Both ghastly places anyway. Why anyone would live there, I don't know. But it's got to be better than Hackney, is it? Did you give up your flat then or what? Because you had a flat in Hackney, didn't you? Where have you gone to? Good morning to Wadey Martin. Are you driving a bus today, dear? Was it good down Maidenhead yesterday? Hope you had a good night down there. You're not first, I'm afraid, Wayne. I'm sorry, lovey. Not first this morning. No, sorry to disappoint you. Yes, what Mark was first this morning, as he likes to point out to you. Now, I'm considering, don't get too excited, I'm considering opening the phone lines this morning. Now, you know, this is often a bad move because the quality of callers is unbelievably bad, usually. Not all the time, usually. People who are basically boring. You know, no one wants to listen to someone. Oh, hello. Yeah, hello, how are you? What you call it? Oh, well, I just wanted to say hello. Well, what have you got to say? Well, nothing really. I just wanted to say hello. So I might risk opening the phone lines if you've got something interesting to say. Or an item of news or something like that. Remember, we don't really do too serious on here. You know, it's nice and upbeat all the time, so I'm considering doing that today. But it's not always a good idea. Depending on the caller, most of the people switch off. It's true. You can, of course, text in, boys and girls. The text-in number is 07551 259 675. That's not a phone-in number. If you try and ring in it, no one will answer, okay? That's just for texting. 07551 259 675 if you can't get to a computer and tap away like that, okay? Let's have a look there. Wendy misses the sneezing fits. They don't happen anymore, not since I lost my lovely Katie the cat last year. Do you know, it's over a year now. Over a year ago since I lost my beloved little cat now. I hardly get asthma. There's barely any sneezing, nothing. No chest infections, no colds. It just shows you how bad it can be having a pet. So what have I got wrong today? I've usually got something wrong. Yeah, my foot today. The back of my foot. I'm going to have to show you, aren't I? I'm going to expose my badly dressed bottom half now, I'm afraid. Yeah, I make an effort at the top. I really don't at the bottom because I don't see the point. If you can't see it, what's the point in dressing up in nice trousers or jeans? Which I've got to be honest, Wendy. The Selfridges jeans this morning I couldn't wear. I could do them up just, but they were painful. Do you know what I mean? And this is due to the excess eating in Las Vegas. Where can you get a proper meal? Answer? Nowhere unless you want to play a small fortune. It's all bread and pizzas and burgers and pasta. Oh, pasta. We found this all-you-can-eat pasta place, which was lovely. I think it was about $20 each. That's all it was. And did I mention this already? I might have told you about this already. But on our last night there, we found an all-you-can-eat pasta place. And one of the things on the menu is that they bring you all the pasta over, different, like 4 different types. I think one was like with broccoli in it, which was lovely. One was a lasagna, but that was meat, so my nephew had that. You had a very spicy one, a tomato-based one, and what was the other one? Like macaroni cheese. Or it was like, pasta with cheese on top. Is that I think that's macaroni cheese, isn't it? And it was all delicious. It just kept coming. It was delicious. So difficult to find a proper meal with vegetables. Where are the vegetables? I don't think they have vegetables in Las Vegas. They are vegetable-less in Las Vegas. And you can absolutely see why people are so overweight in America. You can understand why. One of my things that I tried while I was there, and again, I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, was a hot dog on a stick. And I had this the first night we were there. A hot dog on a stick. So the lady in the hot dog on a stick place, which was within the hotel complex itself, massive hotels in Vegas. She's got like this sausage and it's on a stick and she dips it in something. Now, I don't know what it is. Some sort of batter or something. Dips it in something there. And then, of course, what do? They stick it in the deep fat fryer. Yes. A couple of minutes in there. It comes out. There you go. Hot dog on a stick. And it comes with crinkly chips. I like crinkly chips, do you? A bit greasy, but doesn't matter. We're on holiday. And I had this and it is like a hot dog and it isn't. Whatever it is that's gone around it is not bread. It's more like a cross between a bread roll and a donut. And it's got like a sweet, sickly taste, which you kind of don't like, but you also do like. I can't explain it. My nephew wouldn't have one. He said, that looks disgusting. It actually tasted disgusting, but I enjoyed it. How weird is it? And even if it tasted like a donut, I still put tomato sauce on it. Hot dog on a stick. If you're in America, you'll know about this. I've never seen them before. Hot dog on a stick. Very tasty indeed. So there we are. Good morning to Joanna on the YouTube. Cornmeal. What was it? Oh, sorry. Cornmeal on the dog. Is that what it was called? Cornmeal on a dog? I don't know. So yes, Wendy. I rarely sneeze anymore since my little cat went, I'm afraid. Good morning, Abdirazak. Morning to you, sir. I hope you're well. All right. Nice of you to join us today. Andy's there as well. Let's have a look. Daniel Wasley Day. Always a pleasure to tune in from Hounslow. Are you in Hounslow, darling? Oh, good morning to you. I did a little DJing thing there. I'm going back here 30 years. Let me think of the name of the place. The Railway. Is that still in Hounslow? I think it was on or very near a little bridge. The Railway in Hounslow. Long time. That was the days of when Bananarama were in the charts. It never worked. We did it for about 6 weeks. Me and my best friend Steve at the time. We used to turn up there in my transit van full of stuff and all this, that and the other. And it worked very well. Except that no one came. It was all set up. No customers, I'm afraid, so that we knocked that on the head. But it was all right, it was some money coming in, wasn't it? Good morning to Brenda. Good morning, Brenda, who informs us also it is a corn dog, apparently. It's a corn dog. So what is that stuff that's around it? Because it's not bread, is it? What is there a name for that? Good morning to Jennifer. Morning, Jennifer. All right. I did miss Barry Manilow, yes, by 2 days, unfortunately. The delightful Wendy, she always sends us a well, I've already got this year's calendar that Wendy gave me a couple of weeks ago. She said, I'm surprised you didn't extend your day. But we were on the British Airways ticket where you couldn't change the dates. You know, to get the cheapest business ticket that you can get, you have to get dates like set in stone. So if you want to change the dates, it involves buying new tickets, probably £1,000 each, and I won't pay that. You know, it's far too much, dear. Far too much to see one show. Good morning to Maureen, who enjoyed the Friday karaoke video. Is it banned copyright? Well, possibly, Maureen. Not a lot we can do about that, darling. We've had this discussion before. Sometimes on Facebook and on YouTube as well, you get copywritten banned, and you kind of upload a video of people singing karaoke, and it gets taken down. It's just the way it is, Maureen. Let's have a look. Good morning to Krishna. Morning, Krishna. Good morning to you. Are you the Krishna who used to come and sing at Belushi's karaoke in London Bridge? We had such a wonderful time. I do miss certain jobs, and that's one of them. I'll tell you that now. Morning to Ray Reynolds. Good morning, Ray. Let's have a look. Wendy says you've become boring. No sneezing or wheezing. I can wheeze if you want. Hardly any asthma or anything these days. Very, very lucky indeed. Jennifer's cat passed away as well. I'm sorry about that, darling. Never mind. Wendy is also struggling with a slight weight gain of £10 in my case. That is slight, though. That's slight. I think I weighed myself yesterday, and I'd gone down from... I weighed myself Wednesday when I got back from Vegas, and I was 12 stone 10. My target is 12. I weighed myself yesterday, and I was 12 stone 8. So we'll see. Tomorrow I'll weigh myself as well again, because, of course, tomorrow night I'll be going up to... Lincolnshire, to our Lincolnshire television studios, United Kingdom Talk, Lincolnshire. And just to let you know, or it'll be either Tuesday or Wednesday morning. I don't always do a show on Tuesday mornings because I'm a bit tired after the drive up there. But if I do, it'll either be Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning show. I've got a brand new video opener. You know the 5-minute lead-in thing that you see before we start the show? There's a brand new one that I filmed up there. That is all of the area at which I am in Lincolnshire. So when I'm up there, you'll get a different opening video and a different little bit of music as well. Okay, so we've got one bit of music in a video for down here and one bit of music in a video for up there. Okay, so you'll see that brand new one on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. Okay. Brenda, I think I read that out, didn't I, Brenda? It was a hiccups. Corn dog that I had, a corn dog. Very, very nice. A corn dog. I am vegetarian. Yeah, they were vegetarian ones. They had normal hot dogs, and they did have a vegetarian hot dog as well. You can buy those here. Who is it do them? Corn. Well, I'm sure other people do them and all. Corn do a vegetarian hot dog, and actually it's very nice. It's actually very nice. I've had them before. So you can get vegetarian hot dogs here, all right? It's corn batter, is it? Is that what it is? Corn batter. It was an odd taste. I can't describe it really. As I say, I didn't like it and I did like it at the same time. I don't think I could eat two. I don't think I could eat two of those, but there we are. That's what it was. Are you going to watch Bohemian Rhapsody film, says Darren? Yes, if I get a chance to. I might see if my sister or one of the nieces or nephews want to go next week and see that. Good morning, Paul. Paul Fennicky. Good morning to Paul. And Paul Mosley's there, who says, I'm the same weight, 12 stone, 10 pounds. Look at that. We are brothers in weight. We are brothers in weight. That's what we are. Joanna says cornmeal as well. So that's exactly what I was eating there. Good. Do you know all the messaging seems to be working this morning? Well, that's unusual. Except the Periscope one. I don't see someone. Is there anyone on Periscope who wants to try sending something? Then I'll know if it's working or not. I've got about 3 different message things opening. Well, the way the messages work, they're all supposed to go on one place. But it's not happening. And I've got some on there, and some on there. It's a job to keep your eyes on going around on all these blooming things. What's going on? Good. So I was a bit late up yesterday, 10 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get up till 10 o'clock in the morning yesterday, which is why we didn't do a show. And the night before, we had karaoke on Friday night at Central Station. It was Lady Phoenix's birthday last night, and she brought a load of people in. Lots of Filipino people. Because, of course, Lady Phoenix is from the Philippines. And I found Filipino people, very warm. Very warm and friendly, and they never seem to have a bad word to say about anyone else, which is lovely. Really, such nice people. Anyway, she came in for her birthday. It was so busy in there on Friday night that most people only sung once. The only people that sung twice were those that came in there at like 8:30 early on in the evening. Well, if they were in there at 8:30, generally, I think there were about 5 or 6 people only who sung twice. And I think on Friday, DJ Chris, whose birthday it was yesterday, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we do karaoke at Central Station on Mondays and Fridays. Mondays from 7:30, Fridays from 8:30. That's Central Station in Wharfdale Road in North London, if you ever want to come down. It's all free to come in and just buy your drinks and whatever, and come and sing us a song. And DJ Chris started, and we started bang on 8:30. He didn't sing again until about 11:45, 11 o'clock. That's how busy it was. So you see, a lot of people, they come in late. They come in like, and it, on a Friday night, late to come in would be 10 o'clock. The karaoke goes to 12, but if you come in at 10 and there's a load of people in the queue, then you've just got to wait your turn. And I do get it all the time of people that want to jump the queue or they want to sing again, and please can I sing the last song? What people don't realise is that by the time you've come up and said, can I sing the last song tonight? Which I never do that, because it's just not fair. You've got to keep to your list. You've got a list, that one, that one, that one. And as the time goes on, you move down the list. You can't bring up someone from down there and pull them up there so they can sing the last song. It's just not fair. It's not fair. By the time perhaps you've come up and said to me, can I sing the last song? I've already told 2 other people that they can't. Do you see what I mean? It's so busy, so you've got to be fair. And the moment you come away from that fairness, they know. Oh, believe me, they will know if you've let someone jump the queue. Now, occasionally, I might make a mistake. And I've said this before. If you put a duet on, that must count as one song for you and one song for the other person. And it happened Friday that someone sang there, and then I didn't remember that they'd sung already. Oh, DJ Chris is straight over. Oh, they've already sung already. And it's like, it's almost like you do it on purpose. You know what I mean? If you forget something, it's like messages on here. Okay, sometimes there's so many messages flashing past all the time, and you're trying to keep up with it. And perhaps, good morning to Craig Hannington. Good morning, Craig. Thank you very much. I can see your message there, except it's only come up on one. You see, that's why I've got to have all these different message things open. I can see your message, Craig. Thank you very much, Craig. I could see you on one side, but not on the other. That's why I've got several message things up here. Anyway, as I was saying, sometimes there's so many messages flashing up all the time, and you might miss one, right? So you carry on with the show, you get to the end of the show, and then you'll get a private message from the person who sent the message. Oh, why did you go past my message? Like you've done it on purpose, specifically to upset that person. I swear most people are just looking to be offended all the time. Do you think I sit here and I look through the messages and I think, right, let's upset Alan Russell today and not read his message out? Do you know what I mean? They do. They send you a private message and say, did you purpose that? It basically, why didn't you read my message out? And they're thinking he's done that on purpose. No. Why would I do that? Funny, isn't it? It's the same with the karaoke. You make a mistake and they're, and someone straight up, oh, you've missed me out. You've missed me out. Now, sometimes they're not paying attention. And no, they haven't been missed out. What's happened is that I've slotted a new person in. Because when someone new comes, so you've got your list and it's going down. And then someone new comes in. Slot them in there. Now, I might have slotted them in before the next person on the list. They're straight over. Oh, you've missed me out. You've missed me out. No, I haven't. Yes, you have. I should have been next. Yeah, but they haven't sung yet. What do you want them not to sing at all? And sometimes people don't pay attention, but that's how it is anyway. Let's just scroll back a little bit there. Cornmeal batter is what's on the hot dog. Yeah, I don't know if I like it or not. Cornmeal batter. I bet it's fattening, isn't it? That's probably that 5 pounds in weight I put on in Las Vegas is due to that one hot dog. I'm sure that is the case. Oh yes. Mark Bonner, welcome back. Did you enjoy New York? Well, you've been paying a lot of attention, haven't you, Mark? I ain't been to New York, mate. Been to Vegas, dear. Vegas. New York. Have you been paying attention to anything going on that I've been doing? Very disappointing, Mark. Very disappointed. Shania, hello to Shania, who's in the church hall while Mass is going on. I can't believe it. Shania's popped out of Mass at church just to watch the show. I love it. Who's your parish priest, sir? I'm going to have a word with him, dear. That's outrageous. Shania, aren't you awful? Dear. Paul says I'm 4'9", Chris. Only joking, I'm 5'9". I'm 5'8". What's that got to do with anything? Oh, you're talking about your weight as well. 5'9". Yeah, I'm about 5'8" myself. We are small people together, aren't we? We're small people together. Yes, indeed. So yesterday, very busy in town. I got up, as I say, late yesterday, about 10 o'clock. I don't know why. I'm still kind of waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm still kind of half in Vegas time. My nephew, who came on holiday with me, he woke up on the first day back. He woke up at 4 in the morning. And he couldn't get to sleep again, could he? So he's laying in bed. Eventually, at 6 o'clock, he decided to get up and just went to work because he's self-employed. He can just go to work. 6 o'clock in the morning, he went off to work and came back for a little sleep in the afternoon. You know, we're still stuck with that old jet lag thing at the moment, unfortunately. But I suppose he got a little bit more work done and that. Yes. So yesterday. Oh, good morning, Gary Butler. Nephew Gary Butler is there this morning. Good morning, nephew. Hope to be seeing you next week. Let me see what day. I'll come to you Tuesday or Thursday night, if that's all right. One of those two. Oh, it's Halloween next week. Have you got your Halloween costumes ready? Some of you won't need a mask, will you? My sister won't need a mask. She's frightening, she is. Oh, don't. My sister, I mean, some people, I bet she'd be going on doing the trick or treat thing, wouldn't she? Have you got your sweeties ready? Hello, mister, trick or treat. I just push a button. I have them on the video. I've got a video camera on the door, you know? And when I see the children approaching, I push a button and then vats of hot boiling oil pour down. And a gap in the ground opens, that gets rid of them. They don't come knocking on my door after that. Burnt to death through the vats of oil. You do need to get sweets and stuff in for the kids, okay? Or if you really want to upset the kids, hello, trick or treat. Yeah, oh, just a moment, I've got something for you. And you see all these little excited faces at the door. You know, the heads are just about up to your letterbox because they're all short, aren't they? Kids, I don't know. How old are they when they go trick or treat? They must be about between 5 and 10, I would guess. Would that be about right? They come knocking. If you really want to piss them off, right, this is what you do. So you open the door. Hello, trick or treat. Oh, I've got something for you. And then go into the kitchen and give them fruit. Give them... Don't give them any sweets. Give them fruit. Give them an apple or a banana or a bunch of grapes. That'll upset them. Can you just imagine? That day wouldn't come back next year. Where's the sweets? No, you got fruit. Take those. Goodbye. Close the door. Done. Olives. Actually, my great-nephew George and great-niece Emily, they love olives. At one point, I don't know if they still do, but at one point, they actually preferred olives to chocolate and sweets because that's how my nieces brought them up, to eat good things like that. So that's what you want. You want fruit and olives. And when they trick or treat, oh, just a minute. There you go. Have an apple. Huh? I don't know if you. Oh, you could do vegetables as well, couldn't you? You get a, like prepare it. I mean, I don't just give them a carrot. You know, like you go in McDonald's and you buy a carrot bag for about £10 for half a carrot or whatever it is. Chop it up and do it in the little sticks and then put a little bit of trick or treat. Yeah, there you go, bag of carrots. And if you do, I was going to say get a camera out and film you, but don't do and film you doing that. But don't do that. You'll only have the money. You're filming my kids. You're taking pictures of my kids. Yeah, because we're going to have a laugh, dear, at their faces when they're handed a bag of carrots. I love it. Oh dear. Good morning to Julia Angelina. I love your name, Angelina. What a beautiful name. Good morning, Julia. Dinner. Oh no, don't do me dinner, Gary. I'm really on the I'm on the I'm strictly on the Slimmers World at the moment. I'm £10 overweight. £10 overweight now. We can't even go to Skegness and have chips next week. No, I've got to get down to 12 stone. Okay, that's and that's just the way it is. All right, good. Give them a bag of dates. Oh, they're vile. My mum used to love dates. Anyone like dates? Is there something else? Dates and something else. What's the other thing that I like? Dates. And they come in like a long, not oblong. Is it oblong? What shape is that? Hang on, let me draw it. What shape is this? Look. Oh no, that looks a bit rude. 1 minute. What shape is that? You know, dates come in a box like that, innit? Is that oblong? Dates and something else. Oh, I hated dates. Oh, they would come out and they were all sticky and horrible. My mum used to sit there. She'd love those, especially at Christmas time. She used to love dates. Oh, actually, Gary, Quorn cottage pie or that lasagna that your wife did. Can I have that lasagna? That was so nice. I know you didn't like it, did you? I loved the lasagna that Gary is my nephew. And his wife Stacey, she does good cooking. She makes me a dinner sometimes, and she did this lasagna in a what's it called? A slow cooker type thing, which I need to get. You need to tell me how to do that again because I want to do one for myself. And I thought it was delicious. She didn't like it because they like eating dead animals, unfortunately, boys and girls. Yes, more. Talking of dead animals. So I rang up my sister on the way back from church this morning. Do you know what they got for dinner? Not pork and chicken. Not satisfied with having one dead animal on the table. Two little animals have had to lay down their lives to satisfy their fat stomachs up north. I won't have any of it here. No, I won't have any. Two dead animals. Not one. Two little lives lost for one meal. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Fig roll biscuits. Again, Alan Russell. My mum used to love fig roll biscuits. Not for me, I'm afraid. Figs. Oh, no. Figs. Yeah, dates and figs. That's it. Dates and figs are in those boxes. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Gary. Joanna as well. Fig roll biscuits. No, thank you. Wayne wants a packet of those. No, you mustn't. No dates and figs. Evil things. Wayne, does he have karaoke down there on a Sunday at Maidenhead? Does he have karaoke on a Sunday down there at Maidenhead? Just interested. I noticed that someone's taken a Thursday one there as well. I was offered a karaoke this week, actually. Was it last week? No, the week before I went to Vegas, I was offered a Thursday night karaoke, which I turned down because I go up north now. I've got a new life now. Don't need to be working every bloody night of the week, dear. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off. Thank you. Paul loves fig rolls. Joanna loves dates and figs. No, not for me. Do they come from Israel? I think they come from Israel, don't they? Dates and figs and things like that. Anyway, so yesterday, 10 o'clock in the morning, I got up, I cycled down to the bank, put my money in the bank, put my wages in the bank. I wanted to get some more toner. Now, let me show you this. This is the because I need to reprint my karaoke books. They're 2 years out of date now. Karaoke books, the printed ones, and Wayne will tell you this as well. Unfortunately, you print them, and the next month they're out of date. That's why I have all my karaoke books online. so people can just get their mobile phones, type in the song that they're looking for, and it will find it online. It's very clever, really. You just upload your song list, and that is always bang up to date to the second. As soon as I add a new song, it goes on that list, right? The printed ones, of course, are only as up to date as when you print them. And I'll be absolutely honest with you, they are an absolute pain in the arse to print. Fortunately, all I have to do really is print them out, and I'll get through 2 of these. I'll easily get through 2 of these things. Look. Do you know, I don't know if that feels quite heavy. I think that's a new one. For some reason, it's out of the little box. But these are what I use. Okay, so I'll get through 2 of those usually, because it's a big book. I have 4 carrier. Oh, it's someone. That's my door thing going off. I've got 4 karaoke books at the moment. I'm going to go down to 3. I'm going to go down to 3 karaoke books. And what I will do is print them all out. But my sister is happy to take on the task of removing the old bits of paper and putting the new bits in. And then you've got a new book again. And then you can give them out. So I'm hoping to do that, possibly ready for next week. It depends. Getting the actual format for the printed thing is a bit of a trial and error type thing as well. You kind of print one page out and you have a look at it, and then if it's not right, you've got to do something out and print that out and eventually get the right thing, and then you print the whole lot out. So I've got to do that. But these is the toner, and I went into Ryman's yesterday. I thought, well, I'll get another couple of toners. Then when I start printing, I'll have enough ink ready. The worst thing ever is to get halfway through a book and run out of ink, and you haven't got another one to replace it with. So I went into Ryman's and I said, how much are these? Knowing already that they're about £34 on Amazon. Okay, in Ryman's, 52 quid! 52 quid for the same thing. And I said to him in the shop, I said, do you match the Amazon price? I'm afraid not. Okay, bye. 52 quid. How is it 52 quid for ink? Of course, if you print out colour photos or anything else, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? It's so dear to print anything out. In fact, I haven't even got a colour printer. I've got through 3 colour printers, okay? And eventually, you try and print out a photo and you can spend half an ink cartridge trying to get the damn thing to look all right. Nightmare. What I do now, if I want to print out photos, which is quite rare, I got them on the computer, then I put them on this little memory key thing. I take them down to Boots the chemist, or if you're using your phone, and I've got a warning for you here, always best to sort out the photos that you want to print and put them on one of these and nothing else, okay? Then you take that into Boots the chemist, you plug it into their photo machine. All the photos on there come up, which is going to give you a clue to what I'm about to warn you about, okay? All the photos you've got on there, and you choose what photos you want. And then I think you can edit them on there. You can make them a bit brighter, and then you push a button, and the photos come out the bottom. And if you're not happy with some of them, you just take them to I don't want that one. That's not come out very well, and you don't pay. So you only pay for the perfect photo that you want, which is going to cost you, I think, something like 15 to 20 pence per photo. And let me tell you, that's a hell of a lot cheaper than spending 50 quid on a bloody ink cartridge. Or 3 ink cartridges, whatever sort of printer you've got. It's outrageous what they charge for ink, isn't it? So that's it. That's if you do it. Now, you can also do that directly from your mobile phone. But be warned, because I've seen youngsters... I've seen youngsters do it. I say youngsters, when I say youngsters, I generally mean anyone from about like 16 to sort of 25, okay? I'm not talking about little people. Youngsters 16 to 25. Be warned, because I've seen youngsters connect their mobile phones via I can't remember if it's Bluetooth or plug-in, and they plug it in, and suddenly every picture that they've got on that phone, including the ones with flesh, that's all I'm saying, suddenly pop up on the screen for everyone to see who's standing around them. So be warned on that one, okay? Don't... And they quickly say, oh my God, and they quickly unplug their phone in the hope that it's going to disappear. No, you've just downloaded them onto there, mate. So be warned about that one. But it's a much, much cheaper way of doing that, okay? Where are we? Oh, they do it. They are... Ooh, one moment, please. What's starting this week? What, the Thursdays are starting this week, are they? Or is it the Sundays? The Sundays are starting this week. Oh, right, okay, they are doing Sundays. Wayne says he prints his karaoke yearly. No, I haven't done mine for about 3 years, to be honest. Staples print mine £55. Oh, right, okay. Oh, you do the updates. Okay, I'm with you. 2 karaoke books. I'm going to go down to 3. I'm going down to 3. Thank you, Wayne. No, the software's all set up. I just can't remember the... Could you do a screenshot for me, Wayne, of your settings for the printout? I think mine... I can't remember now. Wayne didn't hide his photos and Grinder pictures from last night appeared on a 22-inch screen. Isn't it embarrassing to do that? Good morning to Roy. Welcome along, Roy. Roy says he's posted pictures on the page. I can't see any pictures from you, any posts from you, Roy. Only those last 3 you sent down there. Or are you putting them somewhere else? Are you putting them on a different wall somewhere? If you're putting them on somewhere else, that might not get through, okay? Has that jacket got a short right-hand sleeve? No. Why? Why would... I think most of the jackets I've got, the shirt always seems to come through the other end. Good morning to John Parrish. Good morning, John. Michael, have you ever been the kind of friend you want as a friend? All the time, actually, Michael. Yeah, all the time. I think I am the kind of friend that I'd want as a friend. Someone reliable, do things for other people. I'll always be there if I say I'm going to be there on time. Yes, I think I'm a pretty good friend. But I don't really have any very, very close friends. I have a few very close friends. Not too many, though. Paul says, get them on eBay. I was paying £35 on Amazon for a laser printer like that, brother. I buy them for £8 now. Oh, I've tried... No, I've tried compatible printer cartridges, and I've damaged printers like that, so I won't do that. All right. This is getting... The messages are getting a bit complicated there. Roy, body language, reading time. Chris always rubs his nose. Roy, you're very good at pointing things out all the time without actually listening to the quality of the programme, aren't you? Roy likes to point out things that are not right. I don't know why that is. Look at this. It's strange. What's all that about there? Body language reading time. Chris always rubs his nose, pulls his ear, stops for no reason during a conversation with dramatic pause, screws his forehead up and lifts his chin up. I've been very interested by some of your comments, Roy. What a strange thing. What a strange man you are. Anyway, so that's it. Went to Ryman's, then went to the swimming pool. That was really busy. Very busy swimming pool yesterday. Could barely move up and down. I think I had to stop at 42 lengths. Couldn't get to the other end of the pool, unfortunately. And then Ronnie came round. Ronnie actually was at my house. My best mate was round my house before I got back because I said I was going to meet him here at 1 o'clock. And I was a little bit late getting back. And he'd already put the chips in the oven, but I was disappointed with the quantity of chips. Not as many as I would usually do. I wouldn't usually do as much more chips than that. I'm paying too much attention now to the messages and I'm not getting anything done. And it's throwing me a little bit, to be honest. And then I went to Aldi. Bought myself yet another fan heater for the caravan. I've now got 4 fan heaters in the caravan. I'm terrified. I'm dreading the first electricity bill I get through winter through the caravan, so we can see that. In Aldi at the moment, I went in Aldi for a heater. They've got these glasses. Look. And you get 3 pairs for about £4. Absolute bargain. Reading glasses. And what you got to do is get the glasses, get one pair of glasses out of the box. And let me just take the label off there. And what you do is you pick up a can of something, baked beans or whatever, okay? Put your glasses on. And then see which ones you can use. And that is the right ones. Mine are 1.5. There we are. Mine are 1.5. And now when I pick things up, everything is bursting into colour. Absolutely marvellous. It bursts in colour. So there we are. Look at that. Okay? I mean, they're not fashion. Oh, there's a little label on there. What's that say? Spring hinge. Oh, look. Spring hinge on there. That's good, isn't it? A little spring hinge on there. Let me take that label off. And that's not bad, is it, for £6? And I said to the lady on the till, actually, you know, I remember going to the opticians and I've had my eyes tested this week and they're all right. But I've been to the opticians before and I bought glasses from them. You know, £100. Now, 3 pairs from Aldi for £4. You can't go wrong, can you? I think it was £3.99 or £4.99, one of the two. And they're all right, you know, while you're sitting at home. Why do you want to spend £100 on a pair of glasses? This is wonderful, this is. I can almost see everything. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Wayne says, I'd say you make a good friend, always there if needed, and most importantly, always. I'll be very honest, always honest. Always, if you want me to be honest. You know, sometimes people come to you, and this was the case when I was a DJ. I've got to tell you, when I was a DJ, and people would, they'd send you music to try out, and then they would want your opinions back. And I would give my opinions. And there was a couple of occasions where I got an email for, oh, why didn't you like the record? You told us this, that, and the other, because I was honest. Well, you asked me. You asked me. If you don't want me to be honest and tell you what I think, don't send me the record. It's as simple as that. You know, I don't tell people what I'm thinking unless they ask. For example, karaoke. Now, you know, and I know, there are some bloody awful singers out there. And I will never tell them, even if they will come up to me and they say, oh, what did you think of my song tonight? Right? If you were really terrible and awful, I wouldn't tell you that. And I'd say, well, you know, you're a karaoke singer. That's how it is. I'm not a fantastic singer. I'm a karaoke singer. And that's all they need to know. Now, some people, they want you to be absolutely honest and say, well, you know, what did you think of my song tonight? Do you think I could be on, you know, become a singer? No. You've asked me, I'll tell you no. But if they don't ask, don't tell, because that's just cruel. I think that's cruel when people come up, oh, you really can't sing. And I've seen that before. People come up and tell them that. It's not unnecessary. But if you want honesty, I'll give you honesty. Absolutely. And that's all you can ask for, I think, for people to be honest. I've asked people about this. I found out via another route whether I could be like a talk show host on LBC. And the message came back, no, you're not for LBC. Fantastic. I asked, and I knew that anyway. It was telling me something I knew already. I know sometimes you say, oh, you could be on LBC. No, I wouldn't want, no, I don't fit in on there. Besides, it's very serious on there. There's not much, have you noticed there's not much fun on LBC anymore? No one has a bit of a laugh. It's all so bloody serious all the time. I started listening to talk radio now. I like, there's a bloke on in the morning. He's a bit laddie, really. I can't remember what his name is now, but he's quite funny. I must say, he's very funny indeed. Hello to Vinay, welcome to the show. And Mike Contini, good morning to you. It's all to do with the enjoyment of having fun, even if you can't sing at karaoke, which is how I like the karaoke to do. It's all about having fun. It doesn't matter. There are some damn good singers. There are some really, really good singers who turn up at karaoke nights. There are some people who think they are really, really good singers, and so be it. Let them think that. Who are not particularly good, but it doesn't matter because it's karaoke. But we do have some really good singers, we have some really bad singers, and everyone in between. I like to place myself below the really bad singers. That's where I fit in. But it's about, for me, karaoke is always about having a laugh. All right. Roy, are you going to the hairdressers this week? Yes, I should be going to see H the hairdresser. H the hairdresser at in Lincolnshire this week. He does the whole thing for about 18 quid. Oh, I shaved myself the other day. Because, of course, having this, right, you get the hairs grow along your neck if you're a bit older. And most of them are all grey because of my age and all that. So I've got hairs growing there. And I thought I'd try and do that myself this week. And I thought, well, this is going to be really difficult because, you've got to do it sort of fairly even. But of course, what I didn't realise is when you get that foam stuff on your hands and do it all like that. Do it like that. And then you start, and of course, you can see the perfect line because it's all like white where the foam is. And I think I managed to do that quite well, didn't you? That saved me another tenner at H's. It'll only cost me like £11 instead of 18 or something like that, which will save me a bit of money. Roy is the best performer at karaoke. Yeah, Roy or Ray Reynolds. Roy or Ray Reynolds are the best karaoke performers. Difference between performing and singing, yeah? They are absolutely the best performers. They are entertaining people. Ray is such a wonderful all-round entertainer. He really is. I think he's probably gone now. But Ray, he comes up and does his ukulele, or when he sings songs, he puts his heart and soul into it. And we are entertained by Ray Reynolds and the lovely Roy every single week. We love it. It's not about the singing. It's about the entertainment. That's what it's about, the entertainment. Although Ray can, of course, sing as well. Daniel says BBC Radio 1 is what? Is what for talk? Is vood for talk. Do you want to try that again, Daniel? I'm not quite sure. Is voo for talk. They are true show. They absolutely are true showmen, those two, I tell you. I had a little bit of good news last night. I was at work last night as well. We had great cabaret last night from Brighton. What's his name? The Drag with No Name. Really good. His other half recently had a cancer thing and he was having the chemotherapy and bits and pieces. Can't remember what was his name. Ever such a nice chap. And last time I saw him, he'd done the weight loss and all that. This time, his weight's back to normal. He's finished the chemotherapy and all clear, and he's got to go back every 3 months. So that's a bit of good news there as well, isn't it? Good morning, Tony Power. Welcome to our show, Tony. Welcome, my dear. He's there as well. Good. And that's my day. But good news is last night complaints about whoever was filling in for me last week. So I do like that. I do like that. Oh, Chris, the sound was really bad last week. What went wrong could go wrong. But there you go. When you get another DJ stand in who's never been at a place, you can't really blame them. And they don't know the sound system. They don't know how to... You can't... It's not a case of if you're a DJ or a karaoke host turning up and using equipment that you've never seen before. Because you don't think it's the same in every venue, do you? Every venue has got completely different equipment from the last one you've been in. And it takes a while to get used to how it works. Sometimes you can't do it in a night. You've got to be there a few nights and then you'll get used to it. So whoever was in for me last week, unfortunately, didn't know the system and the sound and the lights weren't perhaps quite up to scratch as they usually were. But you can't really blame the DJ. Although it has to be said, when I've taken on new jobs at places, if I've never been there before, I will go there before my time, perhaps a few days before. Can I look at the equipment? And I will have a go with it so that I know when I'm there, it will all just burst into life as I want it to do. You've got to be prepared for these. That's my days in the Scouts, you see. Cubs, do your best. We will do our best. I promise to keep my promise to God and the Queen and to help other people and keep the Scout law. Oh, yes. Morning, Michael Lawrence. Welcome to the show, Michael. Wayne says it wasn't me last Saturday, by the way. Are you sure? Are you sure? They said it was a bald bloke who was quite short who said he drove buses. Was it you? Darren, thank you. Darren was the lad who's had a little bit of a cancer recently, but he's got over that. So I'm very pleased about that. Roy says, Ray Reynolds reminds you of a cross between Max Bygraves and Larry Grayson. Well, quite possibly. Quite possibly. I never said it was you. Look at Wayne. Look at Wayne. Look at Wayne protecting him. I only covered your karaoke. I always go first like you. Absolutely. Did I say it was you? No. Look at him defending himself. A lot of people out there defending themselves all the time, dear. Defend. Defend. Shania says she's finished church now. Did you actually go back in, Shania? Or did you stay on the show? They need you in the choir. Oh, we had a dreary hymn to finish with today. I wish they'd choose something a bit rousing at the end of Mass. You know, something like Onward Christian Soldiers or How Redeemer King Divine. They finished with Immortal Invisible. Immortal, invisible, God only wise. That one. You know, which I think should be an offertory hymn or communion one. Not at the end. We need something with cymbals and drums going at the end. Here's one for you. Here's one for you to listen to, Shania. Write this down. Go on YouTube and find Shine, Jesus, Shine, Royal Albert Hall. Okay? The drum work in that is amazing. Shine, Jesus, Shine, Royal Albert Hall. Might be called The Big Sing. The Big Sing. Possibly The Big Sing. Check that one out. All right, darling? Yes. Our God reigns. Our God reigns. Our God reigns. La da da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Oh, I love it. We love a rousing hymn at the end. We absolutely do. Now, do I open the phone line or not? It's always a bit risky, isn't it? We get a dodgy call or two coming in. Someone who's going to be boring. No, I don't think I will. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it because the trouble is you open the phone, you get someone boring on, everyone goes. That's it. And might as well finish the end of the show then. Shania went in for communion. Good girl. I helped with the children's liturgy and the first Holy Communion classes today. Oh, are they? Oh, okay. Yeah, we have the children's liturgy people. They all disappear after the Gloria, usually, before the first reading. We have the Gloria, and they disappear before the first reading. Roy says at the end it should be Heidi High, Heidi Ho. It's now off to sin. Well, you can sin, Roy. No one here sins, Roy. It's only you, dear. You're the only one who sins. You're right, Daniel. Land of Open Glory or Rule Britannia. Oh, well, that one will be played soon. Is it March we leave the European Economic Union? Oh, yes. Land of hope and glory. So we're a bit of echo. Land of hope and glory. Yes, that's the one we want. I think we should have that as a national anthem, don't you? Yes. Good. Some bits of news then. Here we go. Now, have you had this? Because I'm having this now 2 or 3 times a day by email of someone saying that they've been watching your computer and they've been watching you and they've discovered you've been looking at dodgy websites, pornography. I hope none of you do that. You do, don't, Tony? Oh, you as well? What, you as well? No. You? Who's been looking at naughty films on the internet? Well, I keep getting this email now, and I'm sure you've got it as well. It's in today's Daily Mail, and it says victims of vile ransomware computer attacks, okay? Vile ransomware computer attacks are being urged to ignore the sick demands or face yet more blackmail threats. Now, just if you're getting one of these emails, just ignore it. Let me tell you, no one has got into your computer. No one knows what you're looking at, only the government. Believe me, the government know exactly what you look at and where you've been and what you've been doing. Okay? Be aware. You don't think that little camera on your phone is only on when you want it to be on, do you? Oh, and the microphone. They're listening to everything. Everything. I'm sure there are people in government at the moment watching this programme and probably getting off on me. I know. I'm sure this is the case. People are in government offices and MI5 watching this programme at the moment, and they are getting off on me. They are. Some of them are, don't like to say this at this time of the day, some of them are probably touching themselves while they're watching me. I can understand that. I mean, look at me. You get it, don't you? Hundreds of readers have contacted the Daily Mail on Sunday in the past few days to share their horror at receiving a twisted... Actually, let me see if I've got one now. I bet I've got another one in there now because I haven't checked my emails today yet. Let's see if I've got one and I can read out exactly what it says to you. And then we go back to the story. You probably have got one of these already, or you're getting several a day. Let's have a look. Oh, no, as luck would have it, I haven't got one this time. Oh, well. Okay, well, let's go back to the story. Hundreds of readers have contacted the Mail on Sunday in the past few days to share their horror at receiving a twisted demand for money to avoid embarrassing details of their private life being exposed to everyone. Exposed to everyone. In the words of Fraser from Dad's Army, even though they've done nothing wrong. The vast majority of those targeted have ignored the unpleasant messages, as indeed I have, as they should, but not everyone. The new web crime revealed in the Mail on Sunday last week involves emails from criminals claiming the recipient has been caught watching an adult website. And have you seen me on any of those films at all? No? Okay. Adult website. And this act has been captured on their computer camera. Why am I finding this funny? I wonder what they mean by an act captured on the computer camera. What do they mean by that? So you're watching something dodgy and they've got you on the camera doing what? I don't know what they mean. To make it appear credible, the blackmail threat also includes personal information about the target, such as online passwords and phone numbers. Now, this is interesting, this bit, because yes, they've got my name right. They say, oh, hello, you're da-da-da-da, and your password for so-and-so is this. Now, the password that they're sending me is nowhere near any of the passwords that I ever use. So they must be... I don't know what they're doing there. They must be just making up a random password and think that they might get you. I don't know why they would do that. Because that doesn't really make sense, does it? To just give you a random password. So as soon as I see the password, I think to myself, well, no, you haven't. You haven't got that. It includes personal information about the target, such as online passwords and phone numbers. Then there is the financial ransom demand, £250 or more, that must be paid in bitcoins. Well, who knows how to do that? I can't get my head around bitcoins. I really don't understand bitcoins. I've read up on them and I've tried to understand them. I do not get bitcoins. I just don't get it. Anyway. You've got to pay it in bitcoins to stop private details and images being shared with family, friends and work colleagues. This bloke is a cybersecurity strategist at computer consultancy 0 Day Lab. He said if an attacker had really managed to compromise your computer, they would not want you to know about it. These emails rely on panic and intimidation that threaten to destroy your life. If you pay up, the attacker will know that you have something to hide. Now, you see, this is the thing. A lot of people have got stuff to hide. I have nothing to hide. I'd be a bit like George Michael. You know when... Do you remember George Michael, God rest his soul? Do you remember when he was caught in America in a public... Do I need to say it? I don't need to say it. You remember when he was caught, in a public... Do you remember? And he came on the telly and says, well, I've done nothing to be ashamed of. All I was in there was other people who were doing the same thing. Bang! Blew it out of the water, mate. Then they couldn't do anything about it, you see. I'd be the same. If someone said, yep, that's right, I was in there doing the same as everyone else, what's the problem? You see? But it's when people hide stuff. They're the ones who have got to be worried, you see. It says once on the criminal's radar, you can then be put on a sucker list. Oh, my foot hurts. Oh, I didn't show you that, did I? I'll show you in a minute. On a sucker list where further demands for money will be made. You see, if you paid them anything, they come back for more. It's a bit like these beggars in the street now. Have you seen the Romanian beggars or wherever they're from? And yes, there is a lot from Romania. No, that's not a racist comment. It's fact. Fact. Romanian beggars. You give them £1, they don't go away. Oh, can you have another? Can I have another one? Or can you make it a £5? I've seen that. Don't give them anything. For those concerned about being a target of ransomware attack, here's some basic but effective advice. He says, you can always find a small piece of paper to stick over your camera of your laptop, tablet, or possibly even smartphone. That way you can be so... I'm not doing it on my cameras. I might get a sticky thing on there. It might be sticky, wouldn't it? You might get a mark. You won't be able to see me properly. That would horrify you, wouldn't it? You'd be so upset if you couldn't see me properly. Put a piece of paper or stick or the camera over your laptop, tablet or smartphone. That way you can be certain no one is watching you with a view to subjecting you to a ransomware attack. And I do know people that have put sticky things over their cameras on laptops. I don't bother. I mean, well, because I don't really do anything like that. Do you know what I mean? And that's the truth. I get that, you know. Just because there's a light not on your camera, you don't know if that's on or not. Now, this camera that I'm talking to you on now, I have elected to turn it on so that you can see me. But when I turn it off, is it off? Or is someone locked into that from somewhere else in the world, continuing to watch what I'm doing? Until, of course, you power down the computer. Once the computer's off, I guess that's it. I suppose. I don't think you could be locked into then, could you? Is that the word, locked in or whatever? Anyway, the story goes on. A key reason why many ransomware targets are stressed by the experience is a nagging fear criminals have indeed hacked into their computer, confirmed by their knowledge of passwords and phone numbers. This bloke adds, unfortunately, such private information can come from public breaches and be picked up for free by criminals. If you've been compromised in the past, change passwords immediately. All right, so that's the thing there. I think British Airways were hacked this week as well, weren't they? Yes, I'm sure they were. But and then we had the Facebook thing that was hacked into recently, and it just goes on and on, really, doesn't it? All this hacking business going on, but there we are. One of those things. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Where are we here? Tony says they are. Oh, no, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Oh, gosh. Where are we now? Let's just go back a little bit. There we are. Oh, no, you're just talking amongst yourselves there, aren't you? I'm not reading any of those. They're just rude, some of those. They really are. Anyway, so there we are. That's the idea. You get any of those emails, just delete them. Never, ever reply to them. No one has seen anything, okay? They're playing on your mind, so be warned of that. All right? Now, here's an idea. And my question to you, what have you given your closest loved one, do you think, in your lifetime, or any of your loved ones in your lifetime, what is the best thing you've ever given as a gift as to someone else to say, I love you? Can I ask you that question? Have a little think about that before you type the answer, and then I'll read them out. What's the best thing you've ever given to, which may or may not be the person that you're with now? Throughout your life, what's the best thing you've given to someone to say, I love you? In the Daily Mirror this morning, a 23-year-old woman removed her belly button and gave it to her ex-boyfriend as a love present. Body modification fanatic Paulina Casillas from Mexico underwent numerous surgeries such as a back corset which involves piercing on either side of her spine and a split tongue. I don't understand a split tongue. Why would you want to do that? Why would someone want... Oh, it... I don't get it. Anyway, she later decided to remove her belly button as it's what's make... As, and I quote, it is what makes us human, before giving it as a present to her then boyfriend, Daniel, in 2015. But following the removal 3 years ago, she now says she ultimately regrets her decision, describing it as reckless and impulsive. And there is a picture on there, which I can't show you, unfortunately. There's no belly button. It looks just horrible. Weird. Body modifications fascinated me, she says. There is something very transcending about them. I was very angry. I wanted to cut all unions from everyone and everything. I wanted to dehumanise myself in a symbolic way. I wanted to do something controversial. I underwent an operation done by a professional, but he gave me very bad advice on how to take care of the trauma. So the belly button removal thing got infected. I was suffering. I spent days in bed as if I was quarantined. I couldn't stretch, push, stand up or laugh. It gradually healed itself, but not 100%. It will never close entirely. She actually had her belly button removed and sent it to her boyfriend at the time. I mean, I don't know what goes through these people's minds, to be honest. I really don't. What did you? Michael says a holiday gift to my mum. That's nice, Michael. A holiday gift to his mum. Ah, that's a good present. That's a good present. Roy might give my ex videos of Chris's show that I get her back. I think that's a wonderful gift to give Roy. In fact, why not? That's the perfect Christmas present for your loved ones. Go on YouTube. You know all the shows I do. They're all in the public domain. Nothing's secret. I don't make any money. I don't charge anyone for anything. I mean, be honest. You know who would pay to watch this crap? Be honest. So you can go on YouTube, download all the shows you want, burn them onto a DVD, put them in a nice pretty box and give them to someone that you love for a Christmas present. There you go. A nice stocking fillers. I don't really want to be stocking fillers. I want to be the main Christmas present that you give to your loved ones. And if you do it now, it'll all be in time for Christmas, won't it? Start downloading those YouTube videos of me now. Burn them onto disc. Get yourself a nice pretty box for a couple of quid in Aldi or something, nice wooden box. Put all the DVDs in there. Bit of wrapping paper on the top. To so-and-so, lots of love, Merry Christmas. And they can open. Just imagine the look on their faces when they see a set of DVDs of me talking. What a lovely gift that would be. The Chris Reardon box set. I like it. Tony says Christmas is coming. Have you bought all your Easter eggs yet? I've been working with the 3 degrees last week. Yeah, Tony's been working with the 3 degrees. I like them. I had 2 requests for 3 degrees last night. The Runner and When Will I See You Again. My favourite 3 degrees song is My Simple Heart. I like the tubular bells in that. Ding, 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 ding. Bing, bing, bing. Ding, 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 ding. I love it. Might look that up on the internet. Sometimes you can find some really good remixes of old songs that random DJs have done and they upload them to YouTube or Mixcloud. Often, and if you type in, the 3 degrees My Simple Heart remix, you'll find stuff on there that some DJ somewhere has at some point decided, let's have a play around with this. And you can find some really good stuff and remixes of stuff on YouTube that generally young people have uploaded on there and done that, which is really great, isn't it? Good. Okie doke, boys and girls, we'll do today's birthdays. I can't believe it, but I've been here an hour. Where's that gone? Been here a whole hour. We'll do today's birthdays then, and we'll do yesterday's birthdays as well today, because I wasn't around yesterday. And when I finish, you might want to try Tony Blackburn's show on BBC Radio London. He does a soul show, which is really good. It's the best thing on radio, and I've always been a massive fan of Tony Blackburn. He's on now on BBC Radio London between now and 2 o'clock, okay? Find it on the internet if you're out of the London area. It's all over there. Happy birthday. It's on this Sunday, the 28th of October 2018, to Barbara Campbell, a young 45 years old today, aren't you, Barbara? Happy birthday to Barbara. Shannon. Hello, Shannon. Shannon White is 23 years old today. Good morning, Shannon. Happy birthday to you. Mark Story. Morning, Mark. A young 47 today. Yes, it is still young. 47 is young. Happy birthday. And Lisa Donahue is 30 years old on this Sunday. Happy birthday. That's today's birthdays. And we'll do yesterday's birthdays as well, because we weren't here yesterday. Happy birthday yesterday to DJ Christopher Woodhouse. He was 56 yesterday. Happy birthday to you. We'll probably have a little bit of a do for him in Central Station tomorrow night. Okay, Christopher, DJ Chris, 56 yesterday. Happy birthday. Ashley Jones. Good morning, Ashley. Haven't seen you for a while. 27 years old yesterday. David Blundell. Good morning, David. 32 now. Are you really? Gosh, it's a long time since those quiz nights at the Mayflower now, isn't it? Hope you were. Happy birthday, David. Alex Stutton. 51 years old yesterday. Abdullah Al, yesterday's birthday. Kat Kajia, I think it's Kajia, I hope I've got that right. Kat, happy birthday. And Jamie Jackson was 34 years old yesterday. And there's another certain person watching, I think if she's still with us at the moment. I've just noticed it's your birthday tomorrow. I'm not going to say the name, I've just noticed it's your birthday tomorrow, my little friend. I'll do it tomorrow, right? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. There we are. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Have a wonderful day. If it was yesterday, I hope you had a nice day yesterday or today. Thanks very much, boys and girls. That's it for the show today. I shall see you again tomorrow morning, generally earlier on a Monday, around about 9 o'clock on Monday morning. I hope to be with you, 9:30, something like that. So have a nice Sunday. Thanks for watching and listening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.